So let's move on. Importance of self-confidence. Why must I be confident enough? That's the question. Why must I be confident? Now, ladies and gentlemen, to it. Confidence helps one to take full control of his or her life. Of course. No one, play you or just push you here and there. If you're confident, it makes you know where you are going, and it makes you take full control of your life. You don't always go to people, rely on people. No. Confidence is one thing that makes you have what? High self-esteem and what? Self-worth. So it makes you do something that you want to do. We have people you see in society, people who say that, hey, this guy, when he's doing something, he doesn't even call anyone, he doesn't even fall on anybody. Let's wait and see. Those people, most of them are bound to succeed. They start something. It's only when things are becoming tough and difficult for them that is when they consult. And they don't just consult anybody, they move to the right person to consult them. So confidence makes you take full control of your life. It gives the individual strength. Strength gives you the individual strength to keep persevering even in times of difficulties till success is achieved. Yes, if you're confident, you will never relent, you will never give up, you will continue. It's like a morale booster. It helps you, it pushes you forward to be able to achieve your aim and success. So confidence gives you the strength to be able to achieve success. It gives you the courage, to take greater risk. Yes, you have something ahead of you to maybe have a presentation, and you've prepared very, very well. You're confident enough, you know that, oh, this presentation, tomorrow I'm getting 10 out of 10. Stand in front of the people, you're not afraid of crowd. Confidence level, because you prepared, you continue to just give us whatever information that you have. Present, do proper and better presentation. So imagine without confidence, I don't think I'll even be able to recall these things. So, not because, and being a teacher, you have to be confident enough. So it gives you the courage to be able to, meet a whole lot of people and present whatever you have to them. So the courage is there. So it gives us courage to take greater risk and achieve far more than we can even imagine. Yes, people who are confident continue to move. That is why it's a yardstick. It's like confidence is one thing that helps us to distinguish between the rich and the poor. The rich are more confident that if I exert pressure or if I put money here, if I do that, whilst the poor, most of the time they are afraid that what if I put it here and I lose. That is risk taking. So the rich are more confident. That is it. It gives you a courage. No. I like that. I like this statement, to achieve far more than you can even imagine. I like it. That's nice. So it is a sense, or it is seen as a tool, or that is what I said. It is seen as a tool or yardstick. Tool or yardstick. To distinguish a less successful person from a successful person. Of course, like I said, the rich people who always put in, they are risk takers. They are more confident than the poor. Yes. They not like they don't care, but they are more confident. They are confident enough that this whatever they are doing will yield returns. And not just return, better returns. So that is it. Confidence also helps people to be more active and proactive in life. It helps you to always get up, you are on a particular thing, you are doing it. I said confidence will not make you relent. It gives you the courage to do it. So the more you are courageous and you are doing something, you are being proactive. And if you have started something from the prototype stage, it helps you to achieve, to get to the complete stage or the final stage of your life. So if you start something, it helps you to achieve the thing. And confidence is very, very important. So, student, we have to be confident. When we come to class bold enough, we come with zeal, with courage to meet the day and shake it up. So, we move on to the next slide. We have certain things. Look at our friend over here. What do we see in the picture? Oh, she looks down. Look at her friends behind her. They are all happy and chatting. But look, she looks down. Something is wrong. Why is she not with them? You're going to look at it. So factors that hinder the development of one's capabilities. Things that will not help you to achieve your aim, what you're capable of doing. So there are certain things that will pin you down. What are some of those things? One, inadequate personal initiative and drive. Oh, we have some people, they don't want to move from their comfort zone. They want to be at one point. They don't want to move. And most of you students, when parents tell you, hey, Kojo, you have to do this, you have to put this here, you have to take your book and learn, so that you pass this exams, you feel like, oh, mom, you're talking too much, you're disturbing me. And at the end of the day, you fail. So take initiative and drive. Certain things have to move you to become what you want to be in future. All these things we are talking about is future issues, not your present situation or present issues now. I'm doing all these things to push you to achieve or to become a better person in future. So one thing that will not make you to achieve your capabilities or whatever God has given you, what you are made up of, one thing that will help to shadow your talent is you being at a comfort zone and not moving. You don't take initiative. You don't want to start something. Always start something. So the next one we said inferiority complex. This word, seeing yourself to be inferior, just like our sister here. Look at her friends are all happy behind her, and she's down. Something is not. Perhaps she doesn't feel like she belongs, or she doesn't see herself to be more important, or she doesn't place value on herself. She feels when she goes there, perhaps they'll reject her. So sad. So you come to school, you see people wearing sneakers, and you see yours. That is what your parents were able to get for you. Be confident enough, and don't feel shy. That is what you have, and that is the fact that is what I have. I can't do anything about it. So I'll take it like that. I'll be content with it, and I'll move on. In life, when I start making money, I'll be able to afford whatever that I want. So that is it. Don't see yourself to be inferior among your friends. See yourself to be important. Your friends are brilliant than you, so what? See yourself to be more important. Your inability to take risk and venture into new ideas. You don't want to sacrifice anything. You are an athlete. You run. But we can only see you running in your bedroom. That's funny. You need to train. You need to sacrifice. Have you seen Usain Bolt and what he does? I would have shared some videos with you if I had time. I wish I could because of time. But I'll share those things when we meet in class, probably. You have to sacrifice, train your time and energy, train. They train in water and all those things. Athletes, they train, climb mountains, and it's not easy. They run on hills, and I'm telling you, it's not easy. So when they meet the flat land, it looks like while others are running, they are trotting. That is it. So you not being able to take risks and venture into new things or new ideas will pin you down, will not help you develop your capabilities. So you need to train. You need to, practice something. Unfavorable home environment created by parents and other family members. Oh, yes. Imagine we live in a home where there's no peace, no encouragement to children, to learners. Anytime I want to do something, mom will tell me, oh, forget it, you can't do it. Lord jeez, destroys our morale. So our home is also one factor. Parents need to encourage their children. They need to boost their morale. That is one thing. So unfavorable home environment is one thing. Live in a home where parents are always fighting. Ah. All right, let's move on to low level of education. Of course, low level of education. So imagine someone who ended his or her education at the primary level, comparing him or herself to someone who's completed university with a lot of ideas and skill. So when they meet at a working environment, you could see that we are expecting the person who has perhaps done his master's degree and has received enough training from a particular field to outdo the person who ended up at the primary side. So if your education level is not high enough, or you've not pursued education to a higher level, or you've not received enough training and you've not received enough skills, you'll not be able to develop your capabilities. Even if you are good at something, you can't do it well. That is the key word. You can't do it well. You start something, but you can't do it, to satisfy the needs of people. So inadequate guidance and counseling. Yes, we need people who give us that direction, and we need people who coach us. If you're not getting this guidance from your parent and from other trusted people, from your teachers and from your therapist and all these good people from our personnel who are more experienced in their field, that is where we have issues. So whatever you want to be, we have people who have already started it and these people have succeeded. You associate with these people and you become a better person. But if you don't have anyone, you don't go to anyone, you don't seek help from anyone, you struggle. The next thing is what I don't want to see. Poverty or financial problems. Poverty is a disease. And I pray none of my family members or my learners fall into this trap. It has killed a lot of potentials. The best student in class couldn't pursue university education because the parents are not well to do and they can't afford university fees. So the child becomes, his dreams are shattered. So poverty is one thing that has killed a lot of dreams. A lot of dreams. The next thing we talk about is inadequate government support. Yes, we live in a country where I don't want to go too much into these leaders. I don't want to go much into it because it saddens my heart to see most of the things that we see our leaders do. The monies that are supposed to be meant, to give proper facilities for the children to be able to equip their skills or to be able to, polish and nurture their skills. One person will sit on these monies. And even when they decide to do it, the work will be shoddy. We still have schools under trees as we speak now. Children are suffering. Most people live in a city, so you don't see what is going on. Go to the rural areas. or the less privileged communities, and you see what is going on. People are really suffering. And if your child live in this environment, this child can never. Who is going to push this child? Nobody. They don't have good roads, they don't have good education, good schools, they don't have hospitals, they don't have all these things. So imagine a child who want to be a nurse, live in this village, and they only have one hospital. And the hospital is full with a lot of people every day, about thousands. You know, this child can, the child can, but the child will struggle in the. That is it. A school that doesn't have good schools and all those things, I'm telling you, and a child there want to be a pilot. How would this child get better education for the child to even pass the BEC, pass the WASI, do well, go to university, pass with a good degree. That is where the issue is. So, the government, lack of government support or inadequate. They are supporting, but it's inadequate. That is it. Health challenges. Yes, that is one thing that is also not making us develop our potentials and our capabilities, especially bedridden. When a person is in bed and can't do anything, the person can't work, the person can't do anything, sick. First, we used to say disabilities, but even now, disabilities, we have people who are disabled and they are doing wonders. Yes. They said what? So, these disabilities, a lot of people are in wheels, and most of them are teachers, most of them are, nurses, most of them are doctors, and, they are doing better things, honestly. The fact that you're disabled doesn't mean you can't do something better for your nation. So, other countries that we see, they make the necessary provisions for these people. They provide the facilities for them. And these people are really making it, unlike when you come to visit our country here. So sad. Now let me open your mind. Let me open your eyes. Sorry. Let me open your eyes and even minds to what I'm saying, especially with inadequate government support. And not even government alone, with individuals who are put up, big companies and factories and all that. One, how many big institutions or big establishments or companies in Ghana here that have made provisions for the disabled? How many supermarkets, how many big shops that even have made provisions for the disabled? If nobody is pushing them, what is taking them to the top floor to also go and shop? Nothing. We don't have lived. See, how many of these big establishments have all these things? It's just few. Just few out of about 1,000 establishments or companies in Ghana. You can only boast of just few. If you take about 1,000, you can get only like 3 or 4. So we don't make provisions for the disabled. And that is our problem in this country. And they have talent. These people are capable of doing a lot, yet their dreams have been shattered because of inadequate government support and individual support as well. So health challenges is one. Bedridden, you in bed, you can do anything. And the last one is what? Personality and temperament. So the personality is what defines you as a person. So it's either in the midst of society or among group of people. So how do you behave? Are you the introvert or the extrovert? So these are people who finds it difficult to associate with other people. they find it uncomfortable. That's the word. They are uncomfortable among or in the midst of people. They don't like it. They always want to be on their own. Normally in our society we call them antisociable. They can't really relate to all the people. It's uncomfortable for them, you know. And that is one thing that doesn't help people to grow. You can't build your capabilities if you are this kind of people. And we have the opposite, which is what? The extrovert. For them, everything goes. They are very comfortable with people. Very, very comfortable in the midst of people, you know. They even want to establish that. They want friends, you know. But both have its positive and negative sides. That is one thing we don't want to discuss for now. Being too much extrovert can create problems for you, and being too much introvert can also, will not also allow you to grow. That is one thing. Most of the extroverts, they are able to have links, they are able to have networks and they do things. But if you are in the comfort of your room, you don't want to mingle with people, you are in your own world, and nobody can be an island. We need people to grow. So most people who grow are these people. So these are some of the factors that hinder what development, or that hinder our development, or that does not allow us to develop our capabilities. These are some of them. All right. So we started with self-confidence. We came to certain things, personal development, and came all the way to the importance of self-confidence and factors that does not allow us to develop our capability. So, ladies and gentlemen, we've come to the end of our lesson on self-identity. So this is the entire note on self-identity. I'll be sharing the template, also I'll be sharing the note for you to have a copy for yourself. But I want you to go to the YouTube page and at least pick few things, so that at least when we meet in class and we are writing our RAT for next term, that is the reopening assessment test, you will not struggle. So you can read the template and understand, but I want you to go to the domain, the YouTube page, subscribe over there, just listen, watch the video, listen and understand it properly, so that even without the note, you'll be able to do something when we meet. So I would like to say goodbye and have a wonderful Easter holidays. Ciao.
No more teams, we're logging on. Wi-Fi strong and webcams on. Mute and unmute, we know the game. But learning's fire and that's our aim. Online classes, we're feeling the vibe. Learning together, we always strive. With Sir Alice Kwanzaa, we lead the way. New knowledge coming every day. So hit that like and don't forget. Subscribe for lessons you won't regret. With Sir Alex, you're in the zone. Learning online like never known.